How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Yakuza 3, and in today's episode, you know what, I haven't played this game in a while. I don't know what the fuck I was supposed to do this episode. If I recall correctly, I was supposed to solve the murder at Cafe Alps, but I was constantly saying how that mission sucks, and I don't really want to solve it. I thought that was a key. Don't know why I thought that was a key that was in light. But yeah, I looked up a guide on how the fuck to do it, and there's a guy sitting over here, and we gotta ask him some questions. I think he might be... Oh yeah, he's like a detective that worked on that case, I think. Detective Maeda of the Kamurocho Police. What a surprise if it isn't the fourth chairman of the Tojo clan. You know who I am? Hey, you're famous in this town, so what does the fourth chairman want with me anyway? I wanna ask about the Cafe Alps murders from 6 years ago. Oh, that shitstorm. Yeah, that was my case. Why do you want to reopen the can of worms now? I'm trying to find out whether Yuichi Akechi really committed that murder or not. What? Are you saying you think he was falsely charged? Not a chance in hell. That's what I was saying, that I should just give up and, you know, not fucking continue with this bullshit. No, why not? We aren't stupid, you know. The police doesn't arrest people without proof. We had plenty of evidence saying Akechi was the murderer. What kind of evidence? We had alibis, witness statements, fingerprints, and the motive. That did it. You got all that evidence? Could you tell me a little bit more about it? Sure, I guess. Well, don't just stand there, have a seat. If you will have a seat, and I'll have a motherfucking 7-Up. Yeah, I don't have an energy drink this time, I got a 7-Up. Why? I don't know, because I don't have them very often, and I thought maybe I don't know, maybe my taste changed and I finally will like it. Nah, I still don't like it very much. It's not like it's disgusting and I can't fucking drink it, it's just that, I don't know, for the same price I could have had a Pepsi. Why wouldn't I have a Pepsi? Let's see, what to ask. Alibis. All the shit at once, why not? Tell me about the alibis. Or alibis, whatever. As part of our initial investigation, we interviewed everyone who may have been involved in this crime. In the end, the only person without one was Akechi. Nobody else could have murdered Oda. Guess we got two choices. Either we find Yuichi an alibi or find a flaw in the others. Let's see, what to ask? Oh, I'm glad he's at least not fucking chewing my ear off about each one of the questions. I mean, at least this one. I hope he doesn't do that with the other ones. Tell me about witness statements. Somebody witnessed Yuichi Akechi fleeing the scene just after the crime. I heard about that. The waiter. Masaru Konishi, whatever the fuck. I forgot to turn off the fan. Oh, fuck. I was like, what is this light breeze I'm feeling? It's the fucking fan. My only fan I have, Masaru Konishi. He gave a statement saying he saw Akechi. If it was me, I'd probably think Yuichi did it too. I wonder how I can refute Konishi's statement. Let's see. Ask about the motive. He had a Ah, fuck, I burned my hand because I made fucking toast. And fucking like... And it came out like super fucking hot. And I was like, well, what the fuck? I'm not gonna stand here wait for them to fucking cool down. Fucking ate really hot toast. I fucking burned my finger. Tell me about the motive. Yuichi Akechi. I have like so many burns on my hand right now. There's like fucking 5 of them on one of my hand, fucking 6 of them on the other. Fucked up. Yuichi Akechi had plenty of motives to kill the victim, Oda. You mean because Oda was sleeping with Yuichi's girlfriend, Sawako Usami? Can't believe you fucking remember these names, Kiryu. I mean, I guess he does have a notebook with their names. Bingo, and we didn't find anybody else who might have had a reason to kill Oda. So they didn't find anybody else, huh? But was it someone else had a reason to kill Oda? You know what I found out recently? Prototype 1 and 2 are available on PS4, so fuck it. I wanted to make Let's Plays of Prototype 1 and 2, but I figured I'm gonna record the PC version of the game. But now it turns out that I can actually play it on PS5 and do the commentary while I'm playing the game, so that's fucking great. Another PS3 game for me to play. Just like this. I don't know why I'm playing PS3 game after PS3 game. I'm playing Yakuza 3 as a PS3 game. Then after that I'm gonna play Borderlands 1, a PS3 game. Borderlands 2 also came out on PS3 and pre-sequel. Infamously came out on PS3 while PS4 was already out, and didn't come out on PS4. What killed it in my opinion, and okay, I guess Patapon is a PSP game, but PSP was around when PS3 was, so it counts. Let's see what to ask. I didn't listen about the motive. Oh yeah, because he cheated or whatever. Tell me about the fingerprints. The deciding factor in Akechi's arrest was his fingerprints. We took and compared fingerprints from each employee with those found on the murder weapon, but the only ones that matched were Akechi's. Well, sounds to me like he did committed the murder. I don't know why I would investigate any further. It concluded that the other prints came from cafe customers and so were unrelated. Sounds like pretty conclusive evidence. Was Akechi really the one person involved who had fingerprints on the murder weapon? So there you go, solid evidence. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why the fuck I would dig deeper into this shit, but that's what the quest wants me to. Not enough to go on right now. I guess I'd better take a closer look into everything that was going on at the time. Do you know what Cafe Alp staff from back then are doing nowadays? Sure, I can tell you that much, but I doubt you'll get anything new from them. You wrote the whereabouts of people related to the case in the notebook. Guess my next step is to go to visit the people involved. The florist might know something too. I should go talk to him. The florist? But he's so fucking far away. I guess when we go to the florist, we might as well go check out the Colosseum. See if perhaps I unlocked something new and I can actually participate. Maybe this will take me 2 episodes to beat, because this quest line starts to sound really fucking long. Not to mention, there's no Hitman missions left. Oh, do I have keys? No. Guess I used them last episode. I don't remember doing that, but I guess it happened. Yeah, how did you guys spend Halloween? Because I spent it, sitting at home. Oh, by the way, big fucking news, something really important I gotta tell you. I started streaming on Twitch recently, but an explanation. So, it's not like my Let's Plays where I sit and I play games for like, recently I played for like 8 hours. And I talk for these 8 fucking hours. No, I'm just like sitting, playing a game. I don't even do commentary. But if you were to show up and ask me something, there's nothing that really prevents me from turning on the mic on the controller and answering that question, so I would, recommend coming over. You got a link to my Twitch profile on my YouTube banner, so you need to go into my YouTube channel and it'll next to my Twitter account, which you can also follow, I guess, if you want. I also always make sure to let you guys know that there's some kind of new shit going on the channel when I'm on Twitter. Also, when I do streams, I let you know on Twitter. Yeah, that's the first victim we gotta talk to. And yeah, I don't have a schedule because, like, for example, yesterday I didn't really felt like playing anything. I was watching Halloween. On Halloween. So, and yeah, I'm like, okay. Like, I figured, like, when I'm playing on my own, why couldn't I, like, as well stream that? I could, and like maybe someone could come over, and fun enough, if you come over right now on Twitch and actually catch one of my live streams, I am playing through Borderlands 2 again, because I love that fucking game, and not only that, but I'm actually playing using the same character that I played as on my Let's Plays. So if you wanna see kind of a continuation of all those Borderlands 2 Let's Plays I did, with my Gage Necromancer character, you can now watch it on Twitch. And if you come over there now, there should still be some of the older videos because I made them archived. But that fucking 8 hours long stream I told you about, I kind of left for like 2 hours because my friends invited me to drink. And I was like, well, I ain't gonna refuse a drink. So at some point, I was streaming Zone of the Enders. I hated that game. I really fucking hated it. I didn't give a shit about the plot. The gameplay pissed me off. It was so disorienting and fucking button mashing fucking annoying. And the final boss pissed me off to the point where I just fucking deleted the game and I was like, fuck it, I don't fucking give a shit. The plot acted as if I needed to fucking know what happened in the last game because they constantly talked about it. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened in the last game. I don't know who the fuck are any of these people or their relationships. Only thing I liked about that game was its art style because it looked pretty cool, but it was like a PS2 remaster. So environments looked very barren. Literally because we were on Mars and it just looked like a big fucking dirty fucking brown disgusting desert. Not even a nice fucking desert, just like a gross one. Are you still Akusami? Yes, what do you want? Bitch, I'm looking into the murder that happened. What the fuck? That happened out 6 years ago. Also follow me on Twitch, you bitch. There's nothing left to say. Yuichi Akechi might not have killed Oda. If we're going to find out the truth, I need to hear your account of what happened that day. Why the fuck are we solving this murder 6 years after that? Wouldn't it be easier to, like, investigate that further while it was still fucking happening? I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck made me accept this quest. I shouldn't have. Let's see, what to ask? Oh my god, even more questions. You were there when Akechi... Oh god, confronted Oda, weren't you? Yeah, I mean, I was the reason they fought, so of course I was there. What happened after that? Did you see Akechi kill Oda? I took off, don't ask me. Took off? What do you mean? Do you have any idea what it feels like to have your significant other walk in on you when you're with someone else? Talk about awkward. Huh. Bummer. And if it wouldn't have been more awkward if other people started coming to see what the fuss was all about, so I ran out the back door. What did you do after you left the cafe? I went home, but Yuichi followed me. We spent the night arguing about breaking up. Of course, I never imagined he'd already killed Oda-san. So you're saying you didn't see Akechi kill Oda? That's right. And I told the police that, too. So nobody actually saw Akechi kill Oda, huh? You got Usami's testimony. Is it Oda committed suicide or some shit by beating himself over the head? That sounds like a stupid fucking thing. Let's see, what to ask. So you seen anybody? Why ask about their alibi still highlighted as if I can ask something new about it? No, it's just repeats. Well, why the fuck isn't it, like, unhighlighted like the other fucking guy had? Tell me about the person seen fleeing the scene. Seen fleeing the scene. I don't know anything about that. I left the cafe before Yuichi did, so I don't know how he left. Right, okay. Oh my god. What the fuck have I got myself involved with? Let's see, what to ask? Oh, okay. Thank you fucking god, you don't say much. Any idea why somebody would kill Oda? Are you trying to be funny? No, I mean... Sure. Besides your relationship with Oda being a joke. Haha. Fuck this bitch. Why did he do anything to make anybody else mad? I didn't know. The police wouldn't know if he had any loans out or anything like that, right? I wasn't particularly close to him, really. We just ended up hooking up that night. I see. Maybe Akechi really did kill Oda after seeing him with Usami. I would. Let's see what to ask. I fucking hate Oda. Did I ask about the motive? I think I did, but let's... Yeah, she asked me why am I funny. I told her that I really am really funny. I'm a jokester. That's what I'm known for. They didn't find your fingerprints on the murder weapon, right? Right. They only found Yuichi's. We constantly replaced the customers' ashtrays with clean ones, but Yuichi must have been the only one to touch that one. Guess he was just unlucky. Yuichi took good care of the customers and replaced their ashtrays often. I think I must have noticed that one was chipped. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but whatever. You know what, I'll stop bothering you. Clearly you're very busy touching that locker. So I'll get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, that's how I spent Halloween. Me and my friends went and played pools. I lost 3-1. played 4 games. I lost 3 of them. Not bad, not bad. I'd say it was actually pretty good. If I won 1 more, then it would be 50-50. And if I won 1 more, then I would have actually win. And if I won 1 more, which didn't happen, but it could have in some alternative fucking reality. Oh wait, isn't there an entrance to the fucking... to the sewers? Isn't that how you access that place now? There's not even a sewer grate here. I think that's the next game. I think that's Yakuza 4, how you access the, what the fuck is it called again? Purgatory. You don't walk in. You gotta actually fucking get there through the sewers for some fucking reason. I don't remember why. I think it's because Kamurocho Hills actually finishes construction in Yakuza 4. And you can actually see it. And when you do, it's like, they don't really let you in. I guess Kiryu's not rich enough. I guess Kamurocho Hills is a restricted area. I love these homeless houses. Like, I just imagine there's like a homeless man inside, just fucking cozy in there. Who knows, maybe he even has a TV. You motherfucker, you thought I was fucking lacking. You don't have a shotgun? Give me that. Oh, shoot out on the streets. Shotgun. Oh, you done fucked up, son. Why did you brought a gunfight? I mean, a gun to a fist fight. But you know I can pick him up. And even if you were to bring a gun to a fist fight, just fucking shoot the fuck out of me immediately. Also, what the fuck? These guys were like super well armed. Is it because I'm late in the game and everybody's well armed now, or did I just happen to run into a really tough encounter? In which I didn't get hit a single time, but whatever. I'm just too tough for these encounters. I don't think there's anybody else who could actually pose a threat to me right now. Not, especially not after I learned all of the Komaki skills last episode. Have I done that last episode? I think I did. I think that indeed was last episode. Why is this game so clunky to control when I get into the bathroom? So stupid. You know what we could do at some point in this channel? I could play the original Yakuza 1 and 2. Because I did intend it to, like, at some point when I get a better computer. Because my one's pretty old at this point, but I just don't have the money to, like, play. And, like, I did record some PS2 games using a PS2 emulator, but man, I shouldn't have. I should have really fucking waited. Or there might have been something behind. I really should have waited for like a better computer. These fucking Let's Plays won't come out for a long time anyway, so I might have as well fucking waited a bit. And actually record them with slightly less fucking shitty quality. The game's running at like 20 FPS. Whatever, what's done, it's done. I don't really think I'll fucking try to replay them. Compete in a tournament. If there's a new tournament to compete in. No, there's only 2. I got 100% win rate. I really don't understand why I can't compete in anything else. Maybe I can exchange points. Do I even have points? What the fuck am I carrying? I can't carry anymore. What the fuck do I got in my equipment? Bunch of healing items. Here, can I exchange points now? Do I even have points? I do, I have 3,000. What can I buy? Charismatic photo. Golden gem. I'm gonna buy this. It's a Monster Energy 0. I mean Ultra. The Ultra blue one. It's okay if I remember. Oh, a key! How did I not notice the key? I hate those fucking keys. Why do I gotta go all the way to the florist? So fucking far away. Can I even just like talk to him? I should ask the florist about the Alps murder. Oh, they just forced me in here. Hey Kiryu, I heard you're looking into that Cafe Alps murder. Huh? How did you hear about that? Don't underestimate information network. I know everything that goes on in this town. Yeah, so me and my friends were playing pool. I don't know, I just kinda wanted to. Like, we were talking about it the day before when we were drinking. That fucking night we went drinking while I was streaming Zone of the Enders, which I just mentioned, and we were talking about how, you know what, last time we went playing pool, it was on my 18th fucking birthday, and that's been a while ago already. And we were like, seriously? I thought we went like maybe 2 months ago, but like years ago? It's pretty fucked up, so we figured we gotta go there again, and I fucking went there. Not only do they have that one thing they disappointed me with, they replaced some of the arcade games they had, such as Time Crisis. I think they had Time Crisis 3 with like fucking gacha games, and I was like, oh fuck, I wanted to play Time Crisis. I mean, I didn't want to play Time Crisis, I wanted to play pool, but you know, if I ever came there and wanted to play Time Crisis, it's not there anymore. Daytona still is, but fucking not Time Crisis. Kinda sucks, that game was fucking awesome. Yeah, and what the fuck else I meant to say? Yeah, there was a lot of people, surprisingly. They didn't have anything Halloween themed, because we don't really celebrate Halloween around here, but you know. I think I told that story why I really hate Halloween. I don't hate it, I just don't like it. Don't underestimate my information. Look at these still images. I guess you do. So you know anything about the murder? Yes, I know everything. Akechi didn't do it, haha. Here you go, here's the quest completed, here's your XP. Go finish the game. I have the police reports in my database. What do you want to know? Murder weapon? Tell me about the murder weapon. The same type of ashtray that was found all over the cafe, but there was one significant difference between those and the murder weapon. Oh yes, what was that? The weaponized ashtray had a chipped edge. Yeah, 'cause he fucking bashed someone over the head with it. Speaking of bashing over the head, I wanna bash my fucking head into a wall. That's all I meant to say. The day of the murder, the customer knocked the ashtray off the table into the floor, chipping it. Akechi noticed it while he was cleaning up the closing time and decided to bring it out to the dumpster to throw it away. That's when he passed by the locker room and saw his girlfriend cheating. Oh, I thought it was chipped because he bashed someone over the head with it. So there's no doubt Akechi touched the murder weapon that day. Nope. Normally, the ashtray would have been washed and all the fingerprints would have disappeared. But Akechi noticed that the particular ashtray had been chipped, so instead of washing it, he decided to throw it out. And by the twist of fate, everyone who touched it that day still had their prints all over it. But you're saying the blood on it isn't OrosZ's blood? It's the blood of someone else who touched it and cut their finger on it? And bleeded all over the ashtray? So all the fingerprints on the murder weapon were made by the day of the murder, huh? There was one more question I had. I had the police reports in my database. What do you want to know? Oh, now they're unhighlighted. See? What the fuck? Tell me about the fingerprints on the ashtray. How long is this episode? 23 minutes already. Goddamn. Ooh, fingerprints. I only begun. Haven't been recording anything that long recently. Actually, no, the recent Patapon episode's gotten pretty long. These are all the prints, but I haven't been actually playing the game. I've just been doing the commentary. Ooh. Fancy animations. They actually bothered. The prints outlined in the red match Akechi. This is apparently the evidence that led directly to his arrest. Some weird-looking fingerprints. It's like static. What about the other fingerprints? Well, one thing's for sure, none of them match the prints of any of the other employees at Cafe Alps at the time. They thought to be from customers who visited Cafe Alps that day, probably 2 or 3 people. Then one of these set of prints might be from a real murderer. It's certainly possible. So the real murderer's print could be on the ashtray, huh? You got the ashtray fingerprints. You should be able to get more information from the people related to the case. If you haven't talked to all of them yet, you'd better do that. Thanks. You've been a big help. I owe you one. Okay, now we gotta go to a store. You could use a taxi. Oh yeah, so the day after that, I went, you know, the usual fucking visit every grave of my fucking deceased family members. Don't know why I added fucking. Not like I hate them, I just fucking add fucking to like every fucking word I fucking say. Just a thing, I don't know, it just naturally comes to me. I swear all the goddamn motherfucking time. Yeah, and... Oh, who's that? Who the fuck you? Oh, Kiryu-san. Hey, Yakuza, this might be... think I might need to train again. Oh, that's who he is. I don't really want to. No. Fuck off. Oh, he told me his life story and I skipped it. Never mind then. Didn't give a fuck about it either. Remember the minigame in Yakuza 2, the construction site minigame? That was so fucking fun. Man, I wish this game had fun minigames like that. Or the club management minigame, that was awesome. I really like the club management minigame. I heard one of the Ishin or Kenzen, whatever the fuck, which one it is, actually has club management. God damn these fucking Russian shirted motherfuckers, what's wrong with them? What is their fucking deal? Yeah, and the day... and after that... ah, fuck off, alright? I'll fucking kill you if you want it so bad. In fact, come over. Got a taxi for you. Fuck with you. Piece of shit. Oh, motherfucker. Can't believe I've been touched by this filthy fucking animal. I feel so unpure now. Fucking filthy bastard, don't even talk to me. Yeah, and fucking I went and watched Halloween, the original one. And I really liked it. It didn't scare me at all, but I didn't expect it. It was like an older movie. I thought it would be probably more like silly stuff and stuff that would be... that try to be scary, I would probably find like just kind of silly. Oh, I actually did the strip pole dancing thing. I forgot about it. Yeah, but it's interesting. I expected Michael to spend half of the movie driving a car around. They even say, like, where the fuck did he learn to drive a car? He spent his entire life in an asylum. That's an interesting thing I find about Michael. The fact that you don't really know what the fuck drives him to do that shit. Like with Jason, at least he, like, you know, he's been neglected as a child by his fucking caretakers and he drowned. And then he comes back to kill people like that as revenge. Freddy also got killed and he comes back as revenge. But then you have Michael who just kind of murders people because that's kind of what the fuck he does. It's like he doesn't need to have a reason to kill people. He just does because he wants to, I guess. Also, I didn't expect Michael in this movie to be like about 20-something years old because that's what they fucking say. Like the movie starts off and it's little Michael killing his sister, who I thought was his babysitter, but it's his sister. And the grave they will keep referring to later, it's actually his mother's, but it's actually his sister. I get confused. Yeah, he's like 7. And then the movie takes place a couple teen years later, so that means Michael's like 20-something in this fucking movie. He's pretty young. He would have been hanging out with all these fucking teenagers. If it wasn't for the fact that he's a murderer, of course. And I guess a really big fan of William Shatner. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, right? But in case you don't, the mask Michael Myers is wearing is actually William Shatner's from Star Trek mask. I don't know who the fuck made William Shatner mask, but apparently they did. So they had one and they painted it white. Looks pretty stupid when I think about it. Also, why the fuck is his name Michael Myers? Like, was Michael Myers, you know, the actor, the British actor, wasn't around back in the fucking 70s when they were making this movie? Or did they name him after the actor? He played Shrek and Austin Powers. Are you aside from him? Former employee of Cafe Alps? Yeah, who are you? Kazuma Kiryu, I want to ask you about the murder that happened at Cafe Alps 6 years ago. Oh, that. So what do you want to know? Let's see. What do I want to know? I don't know. You were at the cafe at the time of the murder, weren't you? Yeah, I think I was closing the register. It was after we'd closed for the night. So you didn't go anywhere near the murder scene, the locker room? Of course not. I mean, why would I? I was still working, wasn't I? What? He's acting kind of funny. He's a funny guy, just like me. Let's see what to ask. Is this guy the murderer? Is he the one who murdered the Oba? I bet it is. Like, the only character who acts a bit out of the fucking... a bit suspicious, I bet that's him. Like, who else is it supposed to be? Flores? Anything about the person who's seen running from the scene of the crime? No, I don't know anything. I only found out a murder had taken place when Konishiro-san showed up looking as white as a sheet. I didn't see the murder at all. I see. No, but I did see Oro-san's body. Nah, I can still see it. Bleach. Bleach? So Asai went to the locker room after the murder escaped, huh? Let's see what to ask. Blah blah blah. Do you know anything? Oh, camera angle changed. Important question. Do you know anything with the motive to kill Oda? Well, you reap what you saw. I mean, it was bad enough when he was always messing around at the workplace, but going after another employee's woman? Get a grip. You make it sound like he slept with other women at the cafe before. Yeah, I saw him hook up with another woman there once. Another woman? Get a name for her? Yeah, I think her last name was... whatever, guess she was dating Oro-san at the time of the murder. I don't see anybody named whatever listed among the people related to the case. She already quit the cafe by that time. I heard she still hung around Oda-san, though. So Oda was dating someone at the time. Interesting. You didn't told that to the police back then? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like the guy next to him, he's like ignoring what the fuck we're talking about. He's eavesdropping. He's a spy. Your fingerprints weren't found on the murder weapon. Isn't that strange? Seeing as you were one of the waiters? I just didn't like doing the ashtrays. I always left that to other people. So it's pretty natural my fingerprints wouldn't be on it, I guess. I see. Let's see. What to ask? Nothing. Stop fucking asking questions. The job is pretty boring, so thank you for helping me kill some time. You can ask me more, whatever you want. I see. I see. I see. Are you sure there isn't anything else you want to tell me? What do you mean? It's not like I have anything to hide. well, that means he has. Sai sounds like he knows more. I just don't have enough information right now to get it out of him. I should talk to him again when I know more. Alright. Our next destination is Cafe Alps, which is thankfully close by. We gotta ask the people working there some boring fucking bullshit. Hopefully get something a little bit less boring and fucking bullshit out of it. I wonder if her brother will be released from jail if we solve this garbage. What's up? You're Kanashida-san, right? That's right. Who are you? Kazuma Kiryu. I want to ask you about the murder that happened at the cafe 6 years ago. Hold on. Oh man, it's like so dark outside, yet it's pretty early. It's only like 4 a.m. Oh, that's, well, I don't know if I can tell you anything new, but go ahead. Let's see. Ask the same fucking 5 questions I asked everybody. What a thrilling episode. Where were you and what were you doing when Oda-san was killed? What is the color of your underwear? I was here in the customer area cleaning up. And Blue, I believe you can see me on the security camera tapes? Blue, huh? I wasn't in the locker room when the murder took place. Huh, Blue. Just like mine. Let's see what to ask. They say you saw Yuichi Akechi feeling the scene on the night of the crime. Tell me more about that, and yourself, maybe. Yes, I saw him. Also, that night Akechi-kun disappeared right in the middle of cleanup. I waited a while, and when he still didn't came back, I went to check on him. When I saw him leaving through the back door of the cafe. Are you sure it was Akechi? Well, I only saw his back, but I'm sure it was him. If you didn't see his face, then how can you be so sure it was Akechi? You know, one thing about Halloween I thought was weird. There's a character named Dr. Loomis, right? And there's a girl named Annie, and she's played by a girl whose last name is Loomis. And I was like, that's a bit confusing. I got a little bit confused by that at the beginning when they listed all the actors. And I was like, this guy, and then this lady named Loomis, and I was like, I thought maybe he was, like, they named the character after him, but no, it's a different character. You know. Also, the reason he drives the car everywhere is because he stole it at the very beginning of the movie. Showing him, like, jumping on top of a car, I assumed at first that wasn't Michael. I never assumed Michael was the one to be so nimble and jumping around. But yeah, he stole a car from a nurse. That nurse, I'm assuming she didn't die. And then we get introduced to Lori. Her father wants to sell the house that Michael and his family used to live in. I love the mother's reaction when Michael goes outside with a bloody knife and his father finds him. And the mother just puts her hands in her pockets like, you murdered again? God damn it, Michael. Michael. Michael's a cool name. I like that name a lot. Yeah, and, you know, also Michael Myers, how do you rate him on, like, slasher villains? I think he's my, like, second favorite, right behind Jason. Jason, Michael, then it would be, like, Freddy, Leatherface. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really care about any other ones. And I don't really count Alien and Predator as a slasher villains. They're more like sci-fi alien villains. They are kind of slasher villains, but I don't really count them similar as the other ones. The man I saw leave through the back door was wearing our cafe waiter uniform. Aside from OrosZ, there were only 3 other male employees working that night, Akechi and a guy called Asai, and me. You can see Asai spending the night closing the register on the security tapes. The only person I could have seen would have been Akechi-kan. I see. And I see a lot of things. After that, I called the police and waited at the back until they showed up. No one tried to enter or leave during that time. So, Kinoshita didn't see the criminal's face. I got his testimony. Let's see. What to ask? Witness statement? They say you saw blah blah blah.
Oh.
I think yeah, that's just what I asked. Ask about the motive. Thank fucking God when the choice box pops up, you don't immediately choose something because the thing doesn't show up yet. That'd be so annoying if we tried to skip dialogue and would end up choosing more dialogue by accident. Did Oda have Did Oda have many enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I don't really talk to him much outside of work. I see. Let's see. What to ask? Were you prints on the murder weapon? No, they weren't. I kept thinking that if I had touched the ashtray that day, I would have been blamed for the murder. Let's see. What to ask? How about I stop fucking asking? I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Thanks for your time. Are you a detective, Kiryu-san? Not exactly. What do you ask? No reason. I was just wondering why anybody would be looking into that case now. I'm trying to help a friend out if Yuichi Akechi is innocent. That friend's sitting over there, by the way. Innocent? You think someone else could have been the murderer? It's possible. I see, I would have felt terrible for Akechi-kun if he really was innocent all this time. I can't imagine what it's like to be imprisoned for a crime I didn't commit. He didn't commit. You committed the crime? Especially for 6 years, that'd be horrible. That's why we're trying to find out the truth. If you think of anything else, let me know. Okay, I will. Another thing I've been watching a lot recently, I don't know why. I just kinda really fucking like it, was the Half-Life VR series. And it made me think, what other games could they play? I was thinking two candidates for this. They could either play from like through Half-Life Opposing Force, and they could, play as all the soldiers that you meet at the beginning of the game. Okay, there's another guy. I'm looking at a guide right now. There's another guy we need to speak to. And then we have to go back to a side, then we gotta go back here, talk to the detective guy, or whatever he is. A journalist. How long is this episode? 40 minutes, good lord. Let's go talk to one more guy. Didn't expect this shit to take me so long. Yeah, so Michael steals a car. He's driving around in a fucking car that has a sticker on the side of it that's property. No, it's like for official use only. It's like a special car for their asylum employees to be driving around. And Dr. Loomis is Michael's doctor. Studied him for all of his life pretty much since he went to an asylum as a little child. So what's with Michael really loving that fucking jumpsuit that he's wearing? Like, you never see him in a different outfit. It's all, unless it's a asylum uniform, but whatever. This motherfucker we gotta talk to. And then he goes into town. He doesn't even kill kids. Like, some kids run into him and he just, like, doesn't care about them. Just lets them go. He has, like, a weird morality kind of to him. Like, he doesn't kill children. Except that he does, because he kills one in the next movie. Which I also watched, because I tried to watch all three of them. All three of the current timeline, that is, because there's multiple timelines. Some of them aren't canon anymore to the new timeline, which I only wanted to watch the new one. And yeah, and he just goes around killing babysitters. He kills Annie first, and then he, like, kills the people. There's a fucking scene when, like, her friends, Annie's friends, walk into the house that she was supposed to be at. She was already killed. And they just start making out in the bed of the people living there. But they don't even know the people living there. They just expected Annie to be there so they could, like, fuck, I guess. And they were fucking, and Mike killed everybody. First of all, he killed Annie by, like, strangling her. Which you might think Michael's iconic weapon is a kitchen knife. But I feel like just as iconic should be just his bare fucking hands. Then he impales the guy with a knife. And it made me think, like, how strong is this fucking knife? Or how strong is the thing he impaled him to, which was just like a closet? Or how long is this fucking knife? This was a really dumb death. But I do find it interesting how Michael, like, looks at the dead body after killing it as if he doesn't know what the fuck. Like, Michael, like, doesn't understand what death is, I guess, and he just does that to people for no reason. Because he looks at the body like a puppy, not understanding something, tilting his head left and right. And then he strangles the other girl with a fucking telephone cord. See, it wouldn't happen nowadays, there's no telephone cords. You're Imagawa, right? That's right. Who are you? I'm looking into the Cafe Alps murder from 6 years ago. What? Let's see. What to ask? This kid looks terrified. He works for Sega, that means he's evil. When you weren't at the Cafe Alps the day of the murder, is that true? Yes, I spent the whole day at home. You guys know what Sega stands for? Service games. That's what it means. Yes, I spent the whole day at home. Alone? No, some friends came over and we were playing video games. What a loser. Video games. Who the fuck plays video games? And these friends... Oh yeah, wasn't this guy, like, not even involved? Why am I fucking asking him questions? What the fuck? Corroborated your ability? Alibi? That's right, it wasn't me. Let's see. Looks terrified. Sounds terrified too. The only thing about the man fleeing the scene? No, I didn't see anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't hear anything. Strange thing to say. As if he really doesn't want me to know. Like he's being scared of telling the truth. Can you think of anybody who'd want to kill Oda? I don't know anything. Don't ask me. Let's see. This is completely fucking pointless. The prints weren't found on the murder weapon, were they? Next, you're going to start saying I wore gloves. Well, you're wrong. I wasn't anywhere near the cafe that day. Guess it since the reason your prints wouldn't be on it. Well, it's fucking all the questions. He didn't help me at all. I don't know anything about the murder. Just leave me alone. And this guy's got a persecution complex. Let me know if you remember anything from around the time of the murder. It doesn't matter how small. I didn't do anything. Honest, you have to believe me. Everyone's saying I'm the murderer, aren't they? Aren't they? No, nobody's saying anything about you. Nobody likes you anyway. I don't believe you. Everybody hated me at that cafe. They used to harass me. Harass you? How? Someone even stole my wallet, CDs, and the uniform out of my locker the day of the murder. Are you sure the police didn't pick them up as evidence? Absolutely sure. Someone was harassing me, I tell you. So somebody stole Iwagawa's things, huh? You got Iwagawa's testimony. Maybe you weren't so useless after all, you useless sack of shit. Yeah, then Michael moves on to the house Laurie is at. By the way, thank God the kids weren't murdered, because I really hate when kids die in movies, because I'm just like, oh, come on. Unless those like really evil kids. They deserve to fucking die. And yeah, and he almost kills Laurie. He slashes her on the arm and then gets blasted to hell by Dr. Laurie, who shows up at the scene. Because he's also running around town with the sheriff trying to find Michael. And then Michael falls out of a balcony, and the last shot of the movie is them looking if Michael's still there, and Michael's not there anymore. He disappeared. Where the fuck had he gone to? So the timeline thing. So this is the original timeline where Halloween had like a sequel to it, and another sequel, and then another sequel. Then there were Halloween H2O, which a lot of people think the H2O refers to water, but I think it refers to Halloween 2.0 or something like that, or Halloween 20. I don't know really what the fuck it's supposed to mean, but stupid. And there's a sequel to the second movie, ignoring all the things that happen after the second movie. And then there's a reboot of Halloween from 2008 that also had its own sequel, and they're a completely different timeline. And then you have the modern timeline with the Halloween from 2018, which is a sequel to Halloween from the 70s, the first one. So it's not as complicated as some timelines I ever fucking seen, but still kind of hard to, when I say it like that, you might not understand what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, see you fellas in the next episode. We're gonna finish this murder case, hopefully. But yeah, see you fellas in the next episode. Bye.